Just from the outside, Will, right over here on your
Oh,
right.
what's up, Austin? Sorry.
No worries. It
Thank you,
it
Jared.
felt like just us watching that maybe there was, I don't know, more options at your disposal. If the playbook was a little bit more open than week 1 to week 2, like is that just the slow buildup of an offense and being able to do more things as the week goes on, the year goes on?
I think every week's different, and our game plan going into this game was definitely different than last week. And I think the same could be said about whoever we play next, Marshall. But I think I don't think necessarily that we did anything different or anything new or tried to like open anything up. I think we still had probably just as much in the first game. It really also is just how the game's going, and sometimes some of the more exotic stuff's working. This game we ran the ball really well, and we were able to establish a really good run game. And that was great. But yeah, I think part of it, we're evolving every week, and we're taking the things that work and the things that don't, and learning from it, and whatnot. But yeah, I think we did a good job evolving, and I think just overall we just played cleaner, to start the game.
Over to the left, Rob Aller, Columbus Dispatch.
Is there a limit to evolution, how good this offense can be? I mean, I'm not sure there is, but I'm sure you'll find something.
I truly don't think there is. I think we played well tonight, but the thing is, there's still some plays that we left out there. Still some plays that some meat we left on the bone. And I think that's the exciting thing about this team is that we have so much talent and so many guys that are doing so many good things. But we still can build on it and grow and become a better team. And I think that's the exciting thing is that we're never satisfied.
Where can you improve? And what hurts more, the missed throw or the made throw? I mean, in terms of like what do you remember coming out of a game like this?
Oh yeah, the missed throw, 100%. Like that throw I underthrew to Jeremiah, that's gonna like really hurt me for a little bit. But I mean, I think I played a pretty clean game for the most part. But yeah, like coming out of a game like that, like those are the ones that sting and burn and that I remember and that I don't want to let happen again.
Over to the right, Dylan Davis, Delaware Gazette.
On Tuesday, you said that last week almost felt like an away game because of the newness of everything and doing everything for the first time. How more comfortable did you feel today on game day? And I guess how did you feel that materialize on the field?
So much more comfortable. Like I just felt settled into the routine of everything. The routine was set, and I knew what it was. I didn't feel surprised by anything, and I think the same could be said about a lot of us. Last week being new guys, quote unquote. Even Coach Kelly. Like there's some new coaches. Everyone's kind of figuring, finding their way and finding their feet. But this week was a lot better because we got the same routine, and it's great to get into a routine and know. I'm a big routine person, whether it's day to day or on a game day or whatever. Like I just like to have a routine, and when you can settle into that routine and know what to expect, what's coming, like it just settles your mind down a little bit, and you don't have as many like jitters, and I think you saw that today.
Second row left, Jeff Gilbert, Press Pros.
What was it like getting to throw the ball the first 4 plays of the game, and what did that drive do for you guys? I mean, you just kept going and never slowed down. What was the impact of that drive?
I think it was good. I like to get early completions and easy completions, and I think we did a good job of getting me a couple of just easy completions, and just letting the guys just facilitating, getting the ball out of my hand. I think the first one I probably could have just gave to Trey and let him run, but it's all good, and I think we started off really fast. Got some good plays, and we're able to move the ball down the field well.
Over to the right, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Well, I don't know how many completions you've ever had to start a game off like that, but you hit your first 10 as a quarterback. When you get into a rhythm like that early, like how are you feeling out there? Are you in it? Do you feel like you can kind of not hit anything at that point?
You feel like you're in the zone, especially when you get a couple of easy completions early. It just it settles you down, and you just feel like you're settled in. It doesn't feel like, you're guessing or anything. It just, for me, I just get into a rhythm, and once I make a couple throws, a couple completions, it just everything kind of matriculates and just, it feels good.
Over to the right here, Andy Backstrom, Letterman Row.
Yeah, Will, you had your first rushing touchdown today. How did that feel, first of all? And then I think that was out of a heavy set, a lot of heavy sets today. Do you like that 3 tight ends, 4 tight ends?
I love it, man. I love it. I love getting in that heavy stuff and running the ball, and especially because that usually means we're in either short yardage or in the red zone. and we were in that a lot today, which is great. And we made some good plays. But I always say, it's great to throw a touchdown. It feels awesome. It's a great feeling. But there's nothing quite like running a touchdown in and feeling the crowd and celebrating with your teammates in the end zone. Like, there's no feeling like that, and it was pretty awesome.
Over to the right, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch.
Will, Coach, they mentioned that he thought your timing was better with some of the guys this week, like Jeremiah, and that sets, when your timing's better, it helps set up some of those bigger plays. What do you think maybe contributed to that and just the overall time with you guys?
I think we were just settled in from the start, and I think the way that we started kind of helped us get into a rhythm faster. And I think, when I'm on time, when my feet are moving, even a couple plays tonight, there are plays where my feet, kind of go dead, and I may, not be as accurate on that throw. And there's some certain things that I know I need to keep working on. But I think that we were able to get into a quick rhythm and get a couple completions, and from there it's just you're able to settle in and kind of let things happen.
Stefan Kreisnik, Cleveland.com.
What's it kind of like from your perspective having two running backs like Travion and Quinshon, and kind of take us through what their relationship is like, kind of from your eyes?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's sometimes it's funny. I don't even know which one of them's out there on the field until I look to my right. I'm like, oh shoot, Q's out here. Oh, it's Trey. Whoever. They're so interchangeable. It's unbelievable. And the coolest thing about those two is that there's zero ego, anything. Those two are probably each other. They're very tight, and I know that they get along super well. Those two just kind of embody what this culture is about, and how they work together. They don't care who gets all the the rushes or who scores a touchdown or who obviously tonight they both did a great job. And our O-line played outstanding today. I thought they stepped up and really played well and moved those guys off the line. But it's cool, man. When you got two running backs like that, they're pretty interchangeable and have a really good relationship. And are as talented as those two are. They're both freaks. It's pretty fun.
Two more questions. Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Shot question. Obviously, last week you played fine, but not like the breakout he had tonight. What stands out the most to you about his talent and maybe just the way? You both are obviously first-year players here. About his adjustment here.
Yeah, I think me and Q. We same could be said about Seth and Will Kazmarek, and Caleb came in a little later, but that was kind of the group that I came in with. It was Q, it was Will Kazmarek, it was Seth. Those were kind of the guys that were initially there when we first got there. So we definitely bonded pretty quickly, and the two of us, I think we get along really well. I love Q. He's my guy, man, and I think he settled in too this week. He finally kind of was like, all right, I'm comfortable and did his thing, and I think you guys saw some of the elusiveness that he has and the ability to break tackles. I think the thing that makes him and Trey both so dangerous is that they're not only fast and quick, but they're strong, man. And they're going to not run over guys. They're going to, run around them, run through them. They both are super multifaceted, and I think you were able to see that tonight. They both had a very good game.
And final questions, Tim May, Letterman Row.
Following up a little bit on that with Quinshon. When he plants his foot and goes, what's it like to watch that at field level? If you follow my drift,
it's fun. It's like watching a highlight tape on the field. It's pretty cool. When I saw Jeremiah catch that ball and the safety fell down, I was like, he's gone. It's a touchdown. There's no question. And then when Q goes out there on that speed option that should have been a touchdown, but I'm not going to talk about that. But on that one, he puts his foot in the ground, and he there's no doubt in my mind those guys are going to score. The guys like that, man, they just find a way to score, and Q is so much like that. He's gonna go out there and make some special plays.
And one other quickie, the deep one to Jeremiah, and then the one to Jelani. You know what I mean? Was that just a matter of trying to be too fine, from your vantage point?
Yeah, I think
you know
just
what I'm saying?
Trying to place it. Yeah, just not just letting it rip. I think sometimes that can be my problem a little bit if I'm just trying to be too perfect, and especially on deep balls. If I just let it. I think the one to Jelani, I think I was trying to layer the ball and put it over top and not get it over the linebackers. But I just got to know that the linebackers are up, and I can just put it on them. But I think overall, we played a good game. I'm very satisfied with how it went, but. I think the overwhelming message is that there was still meat on the bone, and that we we feel good about it, but there's still so much to improve on, and I'm excited to get into the film and look at what we did well, but most importantly, what we didn't do well and what we can improve on.
Great. Will, thank you very much.
Thank you all. Go Bucks.